IVM.
$100. That's all it takes to begin your journey with Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, really. With CoinSwitch, you can start investing in over 100 cryptocurrencies with just 100 rupees. On top of that, there are zero charges for deposits and withdrawals, so you can trade, buy, sell, however and whenever you want. All of this, plus their extremely intuitive interface, makes CoinSwitch the perfect app for beginners in the crypto space. But don't take my word for it. Just download CoinSwitch for free and try it out for yourself. If you'd like more information on cryptocurrencies, tune into a show about crypto with me, Rohan Joshi, my new adventure on IVM podcasts. CoinSwitch, kuch to badlega.
Here's your smart fact of the day. Alright, spoiler alert for all those people who have not seen The Invisible Gorilla on YouTube. If you haven't, stop this podcast, see the YouTube video and come back. Otherwise, don't blame me. The smart fact that I've got for you is, what is the gorilla experiment? The phrase the invisible gorilla comes from an experiment created 10 years ago to test selective attention. In it, study participants were asked to watch a video in which two teams, one in black shirts and one in white shirts, are passing a ball. And so therefore, you're paying attention to these two teams and you're asked to count the number of times when somebody had possession of the ball or something like that. And strangely enough, a man in a gorilla suit actually walks across the entire basketball court and you don't see the gorilla at all. Yeah, strange but true. We are going to figure out what is the gorilla in your room as we talk about this episode of Smarter with Sid. Let's figure out. For this, we need to understand how our attention works. In fact, here's something that I realized quite recently. When we are focused, we lose the perspective. Isn't it strange when I put it like that? But it's so true. When we are laser focused, laser sharp on doing something, just imagine that you're trying to get, an assignment done or a piece of work done, a document created, or even working out a hard set. Your focus is so primary and so absolute on the stuff that you're doing that everything else around you is a bit of a blur, isn't it? Which means that you've lost the wider perspective for the narrower focus. And this is what that gorilla experiment is based on. Just because, somebody has instructed us to look at the goddamn number of times the ball has been passed in the room, we don't notice the gorilla in the room. That is a very scary and weird thought, because it means that if we are manipulated towards focusing on a specific set of things, we are not going to see perhaps the most weird, perhaps the most wonderful, perhaps the most scary part that exists in that specific room, just because our attention has become selectively positioned somewhere else. Is this happening to all of us all the time when we are living our lives and working in our careers? That's the stuff that I wanted to find out, and that's what I call the gorilla in our room. So as we approach the new year, I just wanted to figure out one of the things that will help us set our New Year resolutions or whatever we want to do is to not just blindly jump into, I should be working out more, or I should have a gym membership, or I should be, doing some work-related upgrading of skills or whatever it is. But it might necessarily have to do with actually pausing and asking ourselves, what is the gorilla in the room that I'm not looking at because my eyes are so focused on the things that I want to achieve? And that's how selective attention works, doesn't it? Now, let me make this more real and practical. So if I have to look at, let's say, a social media influencer, and if a social media influencer is trying to, do a few things, and a brand is looking at a social media influencer and trying to figure out whether the social media influencer is the right person to be used for promoting that brand. And if they focus on the metrics that are, spoken about by everybody, you should look at the amount of followers, the number of likes, etc. But we figure out that the gorilla in the room over here is the fact that there is an absence of any comments on the social media influencer's feed. And we don't notice that because we are so blinded by the other two things that everybody is looking out for. So we also look out for it. We look out for the followers, we look out for, the likes, and we say, oh, that is it. That is the social media influencer for me. But we figure out later on that, oh no, there is zero engagement that this influencer has. But that's too late because we haven't seen the gorilla in the room at that point in time. Let's take another example. Let's look at the fact that you have received your annual increment letter and you surreptitiously try to figure out who has got the biggest salary and what's the average and the rest of it. And those are the typical metrics that we look out for. And then you become relatively happy that you're in the top percentile and stuff like that, and you're very close to a promotion in 6 months and stuff. And you feel pretty chuffed up about yourself. But the fact is that maybe the gorilla in the room is about how well your company is doing or whether your job is going to be safe or secure in the next 6 months. And that could be the gorilla in the room that you're not looking at. Isn't that weird? But that's how the gorilla in the room strikes again when we are focused on the wrong metric. I think at the root of it, the human mind is a strange thing because it works as a matter of contrast. So when we are looking at it from a relative perspective, do you like the color blue? Do you like the color red? And then we all choose either the red pill or the blue pill. But the fact is that nobody asks, whether we like colors or do we like textures. Because nobody is asking those questions because those are the unseen metrics. Those are the hidden metrics. And that is the gorilla in the room that keeps dancing in the room while we are focused on something that somebody else has asked us to see. Now, why am I raising this? Should you not look at what somebody else has asked you to see? Of course not. You should be. Otherwise, your boss will be very, very upset with you if you're suddenly taking your eye off the ball and all of that, right? But sometimes what we also have to see is what is my boss not saying? What is my partner not saying? What is my loved one not saying? What is it that I'm not seeing? What is my blind spot that is dancing around in the very room that I'm in? I mean, all of us talk about the elephant in the room, and that's different from the gorilla in the room. Sorry, I'm banging on about animals in this particular episode of mine, but the elephant in the room is different because the elephant in the room is something that everybody's aware of. It's very large, it's very obvious, but nobody's speaking about it. But the gorilla in the room, through that experiment, is the exact opposite of the elephant because the gorilla in the room is something nobody sees. And nor are you seeing because everyone's focused on the wrong metric. So here's my recommendation for any people who are trying to sort out their New Year resolutions, for next year, etc. And since this is the last week of last few days of December, I would say stop and just question the metrics that you've put up out there and ask yourself whatever you're measuring, So suppose you're measuring some success in your health, okay? Is moving from 50 push-ups to 75 push-ups actually going to address the right thing? Or is having a six-pack actually going to address the right thing? What exactly is going to address the right thing? What is the gorilla in the room that you're not seeing? Right? And the moment you start looking at the gorilla in the room, then perhaps your resolutions might change. You might suddenly start looking at things very differently. You might recalibrate your things because what happens is when we see the unseen, our value system changes and we suddenly understand, right, I don't need to listen to society for this part of it. This part of it, yeah, sure, makes sense. Maybe I will do those sit-ups or push-ups, but I need not look at the other thing that, the rest of the gang is doing. And I always think that there'll always be a gorilla in every room, in every metaphoric room that we've got. And I think that we will have to become smarter and smarter to understand exactly what is it that, we are not seeing. But let's base it after we are seeing things, right? Let's base our New Year's or let's base our resolutions or let's base our, the way in which we are going to live absolutely after we are kind of seeing more than what we are seeing. I hope this gives you some food for thought. And I hope you like this episode of Smarter with Sid. The whole idea is to become 1% smarter so that we'll become a lot smarter by the end of next year. And if you like stuff like this, do go to IVM. They've got some wonderful stuff lined up for you next year as well. And if you like me, I'm the Traveling Professor on LinkedIn and on Instagram. Do follow me, and I will regale you. On that happy note.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. Do you think coffee is a good pre-workout drink? Hear what Arman Sood, co-founder of Sleepy Owl Coffee, has to say about it, only on Raw and Organic with Kunal Rajput. We are back with a new capsule series on the Feeding 10 Billion podcast. In this 6-episode series, host Varun Deshpande speaks to famed personalities about the future of smart protein. Tune in to hear what Indra Nui, Ritesh and Janelia Deshmukh and other amazing guests have to say. On Tere Mere Raaste, Keshav recounts an adventure. Hear how he traveled more than 1,100 kilometers from Lucknow to New Jalpaiguri in merely 21 hours. I can't believe anybody did that in India. Definitely will listen to that story. On Hans Vani, hear the story of Matsyagandha. Discover how lovers Batahu and Sursati are torn apart by fate. On Smarter with Sid learns 3 ways to pitch a new idea to reluctant team members. And on Paisa Vaisa, Amit Gainda, CEO, Avance Financial Limited, talks to Anupam about educational loans. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Go check out our YouTube channels. We go live on a whole bunch of different things. We have a number of different channels. You can find them on ivmpodcast.com/YouTube. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week: Cred, Bank of Baroda, CoinSwitch Kuber, Intel, and Oxfam India. Thank you for making this possible.
If you love cricket, listen up. The Edges and Sledges Cricket Podcast is here for you. Hosted by DJ, Varun, and me, Ashwin, we bring a fun, fresh fan's point of view to talking all things cricket. Sometimes it's just the 3 of us, sometimes we have guests, including current and former international cricketers. For new episodes every week, check out the Edges and Sledges Cricket Podcast on the IVM app, website, or wherever you get your podcasts.